Hello, my Leos. Welcome to Scrappy Siren Tarot. This is your weekend reading for April 6th and 7th. Thank you for joining me here today. And if you're new here, welcome. I do weekend readings and weekly readings, as well as daily shorts for the Leo Collective and any Leo placements and cross watchers. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to use the Tarot of Oppositions to get your general message. We'll pull through 3 cards and start with that. All right, Spirit, what does the Leo Collective need to hear for this weekend? Okay, so we have a flyer. I'm going to grab 2 more. What else do we need to know for this weekend? Oops, that's too many. I'm curious to see if the energy has changed since last week. I know the last several readings have been somewhat feeling connected. So I wonder if we're past that cycle. Spirit, what do we need to know for this weekend? Okay. All right, we have too many cards, so I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. This one too. This one popped out. We'll see what happens. This is an interesting reading. I thought the cards were going to be completely sticky and it would take a bit to shuffle, but it looks like Spirit's ready to talk. So let's see what it has to say. So the first card that came out for you guys is the Hermit in the upright position. Then we have, and these were all together, so I'm going to keep them that way. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands in reverse, and the Four of Wands. And last but not least, on its own, you receive the Empress card. So let me sit with this energy and see what comes through. Okay, this is an interesting reading. It definitely feels different from last weekend. I can tell you that right off the bat. So the first thing I noticed is the middle group of cards that kind of came out together, okay? So it's overall an extremely positive energy or reading. So we have the Four of Wands, which represents stability, partnership, longevity, okay? Then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, and we have the Ten of Cups. So what this is telling me is when combined with the Two of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse is giving me the impression that a decision still hasn't been made, okay, regarding something in your life at this time, or maybe it's not ready to be made yet. But I feel like whatever the outcome will be of this decision that is confronting you, it will be very abundant with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. Emotionally fulfilling, but also stable. So this could be a new workplace. Maybe you're applying to new companies, new jobs, okay? And the Ten of Wands is all about working smarter, not harder. So I feel like whatever you're about to get into, once you make a decision about something, it's going to feel like your efforts are being, like they're just going further. Like the ratio of outcome to effort is like way more in your favor with regards to either a relationship, a project you're working on. there's some tweak or there's some change. It could be slight that you're going to be making this weekend in your life that is going to bring in stability, structure, emotional fulfillment, and working smarter, not harder. So this is going to be different for everybody, but the fact that the Hermit card came out first, this is giving me the feeling that this is something that you put into motion, whether you realize it or not, by doing a lot of soul searching, by figuring out what brings you or what makes you feel light, okay? Because the Hermit is, seeking the star, seeking wish fulfillment, but he's using his own inner light to guide the way. All right, and then the Empress came out. And when this card came out, I got an overwhelmingly warm feeling from this. So either this is Spirit saying they have they're supporting you, or there's some sort of compassionate figure in your life at this time. This could even be an aspect of yourself that is kind of giving a maternally energy. Doesn't have, male, female, doesn't matter. It's a kind energy, it's a strong energy, and it's a wise energy. And I feel like this is part of what is guiding you towards that fulfillment. So we're going to go ahead and get some charms now to see if there's any signs and synchronicities that can line up for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry. We're going to clarify with the Osho Zen Tarot. All right. We're going to pull out 6 charms today. So 2 came out. We have the butterfly, which represents metamorphosis. We have a cat. A frog. So lots of animals coming out. Interesting. And there's a lot of animals in your cards too. There's a ladybug. There's a hawk. A unicorn. So Spirit's definitely supporting you at this time. Whenever the unicorn comes out, I do feel like that's a representation of Spirit. Okay, we have the French horn. So maybe you're waiting to make a decision on how to make an announcement about something or how to communicate something. But whatever it is it's going to work in your favor, it seems like. Okay, we have an armadillo. There's more animals. There's so many animals in this. And, I have a lot of different kinds of charms in here, not just animals, so. Okay, so that is 6. So we're going to stop there. So maybe you have a lot of spirit animal guides around you at this time. I would keep a lookout for hawks, and we'll see if any other animals come through. Hawks and obviously anything that came through in your charms. All right, Spirit, please clarify the Hermit. Oh, okay. And the 2 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, this one flew out. One here. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. 4 of Wands. And the Empress. And I really, really, really want to clarify the 2 of Swords in reverse. Most importantly, let's get some cards on the 2 of Swords. Okay. All right, so on the Hermit, you received integration. So, yeah, I mean, I've kind of felt this earlier. You're integrating the shadowy parts of yourself, the questioning, the unknown, the uncertainty. You are, or you will be, creating space for that kind of yin-yang, counterbalance energy that is what is going to push you into whatever this new cycle is, where you're going to feel more emotionally stable, and you're going to feel like your efforts are worthwhile. So there's another hawk symbol. We have a hawk and a swan. So hawks are really important at this time, for sure. And then on the Two of Swords in reverse, you received change in reverse. So that's kind of the same energy as the Two of Swords in reverse, to be honest, because the Two of Swords speaks to a decision that has not yet been made, or that is giving you more difficulty, like stagnancy. So it's reiterating that. So I'm actually going to clarify further. Please clarify the Two of Swords and change in reverse, Spirit, because it's kind of repeating itself. Okay. We had projections come out. Okay, so you are seeing something or someone in a new light. With this integration and the Hermit with his lantern, okay, and I'm seeing lots of light and dark themes. You are the facade of something that maybe you initially wanted or that you initially were pursuing. It's disappearing, it's dissipating. So you're seeing something for what it is, and once you really do, that's when you'll be able to make a decision moving forward, and that's what's going to bring in the momentum that brings in the fulfillment. So on the Ten of Cups, you received conditioning. So perhaps you were conditioned to think this particular path or this particular option or this particular person, whatever it may be for you, was maybe the only way or the best way or the way that would actually give you fulfillment. And perhaps you found it. Perhaps you achieved the goals that you set out, and then you realized it didn't make you as happy as you had thought. Okay, because this is on the Ten of Cups, so it's talking about like top level emotional fulfillment. So, and this is, the conditioning is something that you're breaking through, and you're making leaps and bounds this weekend. So on the Ten of Wands in reverse, you receive transformation. So yeah, you are transforming the ways in which you put yourself out there and you work towards a goal. So you could be changing your habits. You could be changing your daily routine. There is definitely something you're transforming that's going to make your work go further and pay off in the long run. You're making adjustments as you go. And then on the Four of Wands, you received aloneness. So this is pretty clear because Four of Wands can also represent marriage. So for some of you, you guys have been alone. Perhaps you're divorced. Perhaps you're recently single. But this is, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. To be lonely sometimes is a completely normal human emotion. But aloneness is nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to frown about, okay? In this depiction of aloneness, you can see the light emanating from this figure because he's basically being the light unto himself. So there's a lot of light and dark symbolisms, and I feel like all of this energy that perhaps you put into these projections, whether subconsciously or consciously, you are now going to use that to create a stable foundation for yourself and for your future, which not only will set you up for being a better partner, if that's something you want to be, or just being a better support system for yourself. So then on the Empress, we have slowing down. And it's a turtle. So you got more animals. You got a turtle and a lion and a swan and a hawk. So yeah, I definitely think that whatever energy has been external to you, that it's been a sense of support. Maybe they've been telling you, hey, you need to slow down, you need to take some more time for yourself, don't work so hard, okay? That's what this is giving me. That this kind energy that is around you at this time, whether it be your inner voice or someone who really cares about you, they've been telling you, hey, you need to take a break. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into your challenge for the weekend. But again, if you like what I do here, please subscribe, please comment down below. I love to read your comments. I try to respond as best I can to all of them. And it just really helps me know whether or not this is resonating with you and how you guys are doing. And then if to keep updated, feel free to hit the bell button. You'll know when videos come out. All right, Spirit, what is the challenge for the Leo collective at this time? Okay, so we have 2 cards that came out. We have the 7 of Cups and we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. There's that indecision again. The 7 of Cups can be about indecision, okay? And having the fact that sometimes having too many options is actually debilitating to us. So when combined with the 8 of Cups in reverse, yeah, you're unable to walk away from something, okay? Because you are maybe at this point overwhelmed by, okay, I could do this or that, or there's so many combinations of outcomes and possibilities, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I do feel like if you have a challenge this weekend, it's going to be stagnancy and the challenge of indecision. So let's go ahead and get your ally. Let's see what can help you with this indecision if it applies to you. Lots of yellow and green in your reading, which is like the ego and heart chakras, the solar plexus, basically. Spirit, what is the ally for this weekend? Okay, we have 3 flyers, I believe. 3. All right, we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Star in reverse. Interesting. So with the Star being in reverse, there's definitely something, this wish fulfillment. Okay, so just because you don't know what an outcome will be, doesn't mean it's not going to be fulfilling. Maybe at this time you can't see all of the benefits of a certain situation just yet, but that is actually to your advantage. And Spirit is asking you to be brave with the Ace of Wands, to be a leader, to move forward in the physical as best as you can. Okay, so the Ace of Wands it can be, about passion, but it can also be about forward momentum in the physical. And with the 2 of Cups, this is a very personal journey. That's what this is giving me. I wouldn't say no one. It may be hard for people to truly, truly understand what it is that you are going through at this time. And it may make you feel lonely at times. But rest assured, whoever this Empress figure is in your life, whether it be a mother figure or just someone that just really you feel comfortable around and is very nurturing in nature or just really supportive, okay? They care. They may not be able to reiterate exactly what you're going through, but I do feel like there is someone in your life at this time that really cares about you And if you say, oh, well, I don't know who that is, I don't have somebody, well, the fact that you're here, I care and I appreciate it. So you got this. We're going to get your ending oracle. Let me know if you feel comfortable. I'm curious what's going on in your life right now. Only share what you feel comfortable with. But, there's a really good chance that someone else is going through exactly or similar to what you're going through. Okay? Sometimes it can be hard to, it can feel very isolating if you don't, when you feel like you only have yourself to rely on in a particular situation. So you received card number 32, Vesta Hearth. It's a beautiful card. So let's see what it has to say for us. Bear with me while I look up this card. Okay. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but still have enough energy left to live healthfully and give again another day. The second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars was named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, the family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or the misadventures of the other gods. Action. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less, than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame, to your lantern, to your hearth and your core values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself. Clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved with will honor your process. Challenge. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. Gift. Find the temple within, the place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry the sacred temple with you always. All right, thank you, my Leos. I will see you next time. Have a good one.